In the female reproductive system, right? What is this one? Ovary. This is oviduct. This is uterus. This is vagina. And this wall is uterus wall, or it is also named as the endometrium. Now, those are the basic structures of the female reproductive system, right? So then, where the ovules produce? The egg cells are produced in ovaries. How the egg cells are produced inside the ovaries? By the cell division called mitosis or meiosis. Meiosis. Because the egg cell is haploid. So what is the hormone which stimulate this, the formation of egg cell or the follicle cell? FSH. FSH is the hormone, follicle stimulating hormone. Is the one which stimulate the formation of a new follicle or the egg cell. So then this FSH, so what is the organ which secrete the FSH? Pituitary gland. And pituitary gland secrete FSH. The target organ of the FSH is ovary. Right? Ovaries. Okay. Then the follicle cell starts to develop. The egg cell is there, right? Okay. When this follicle is developing, the cells surrounding this follicle start to secrete another hormone, estrogen. The estrogen is secreted by this developing follicle cell. Again, the estrogen produced by the ovaries. That estrogen has a function. What is the function of estrogen? Function of estrogen. When someone asks, what is that? Now we have finished the lesson. Yes, one thing is to maintain the secondary sexual characteristic. One function of estrogen is to develop the secondary sexual characteristics of female. Yes, that is correct. මොකද්ද? දැන් මෙයා secrete වෙන මෙහෙ මොකද කරන්න ඕන? Develop the uterus lining. Stimulate the development of the uterus lining. Now it develops the uterus lining, yes, by the estrogen. So this follicle cell develops inside the ovary. How many days it develops? 14 days. 14 days the follicle cell is developing there. Again, within the first 14 days, it secretes the estrogen. In 14th day, what happens? Fertilization. මේ කතාව මෙහෙ ඉන්නේ. ඔව් හරි හරි. මෙහෙම වෙනවා තමයි. මෙහෙම වෙනවා මතකයි. මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ කියලා මතක නැහැනේ. The level of LH hormone increased and suddenly decreases. නේ? When the LH hormone is changed, what happened? අර මෙහෙම වෙනකොට මොකද වෙන්නේ? අපි brain එක කැමති මේ අකුරු මතක තියාගන්න නෙමෙයි. diagrams මතක තියාගන්න කියලා. ඒකනේ මතකයි. මෙහෙම වෙනවා මතකයි. මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ කියලා මතක නෑනේ. ඒ brain එකේ හැටි. ඒ නිසා මේ හැම වෙලෙම diagrams වලින් පුළුවන් තරම් පාඩම් මතක තියාගන්න. මේ අකුරු වලින් නෙමෙයි. Then what happened? LH, because of this change in LH in the blood, some important event takes place in the ovary. What is it? Ovulation. What is ovulation? දැන් menstrual cycle එක දන්නේ මමනේ. Ovary එකෙන් it release the egg cell from the ovary. Yeah. The egg cell is released from the ovary. Then it enters to the oviduct. Now egg cells start to move along this oviduct. But remember, the remaining cells here, the remaining cells in the ovary change their structure. Now they are named as corpus luteum. Right. This corpus luteum start to produce another hormone, progesterone. Then what is the function of progesterone? Maintain the uterus lining. Correct. The maintain the uterus. Now, development of uterus lining is done by the estrogen. The maintenance of uterus lining is done by the progesterone. Right. Progesterone, now it maintains the uterus lining. Why? For the future implantation. Right. If the egg cell get fertilized here with a sperm cell, now it will develop a zygote and it will develop into a certain blastocyst, like then it will be implanted here. So then for the future process, එයා බලන්න අනාගතේ plan කරන හැටි. ඒ තාම fertilize වෙලත් නැහැ. හැබැයි plan කරනවා. සමහර අම්මලා එහෙමයිනේ. plan කරනවා හොදන්නේ ළමයිගේ දේවල්. නැද්ද? නේද plan කරනව නේද? ඒ කියන්නේ එයාලගේ planning හරි ෂෝක් නේද? ඒකහල ඒ කියන්නේ මාර planning තියෙන අම්මලාගේ. මං කියන්නේ ළමයිගේ දේවල් සම්බන්ධයෙන් බලන්න. ගෙදර දේවල් වුණත් එහෙම තමයි එයාලගේ plan එක හොඳයි. ඒ ඔක්කොම ඇඟීම තියෙන ඒවා තමයි ඉතින්. right? අපි නෑනේ. ඔය ඒවලට මොකක් හරි කරනවනේ. ඉපිරිමියාගේ හැටි. plan ඉන්නේ. ඒවලේ මොකක් හරි හිතුණා දැන් කරා ශනික එහෙම කරා ඉවරයි. බැන්රුත් තාලා ගුටික් කාලා තමයි එන්නේ අන්තිමට. right. okay, කමන්නේ. If the egg cell receives here, if there is no sperm cell arrives to the fallopian tube, no fertilization takes place. So therefore, this process, the corpus luteum secretes the progesterone how many days? 14 days. Right? These first 14 days, it produces estrogen. The next 14 days, it is producing progesterone. Right. Again, until day 28, it produces. Now, first day, start to produce estrogen. 14th day, ovulation takes place. From 14th day, start to secrete progesterone. Now, in 28th day, what happened? The corpus luteum start to break down. Now, when the corpus luteum breakdowns here, what happened? No progesterone now. Progesterone concentration decreases in the blood. Estrogen concentration now decreases in the blood. Therefore, can it maintain this uterus line? No, it cannot. Therefore, the uterus lining will detach, or this endometrium, this tissue developed here, detach from the uterus, and it breaks down and pass through the vagina. This process is called menstruation. So this is how the menstrual cycle is happening in the females. Now this is how the hormones are connected with this process. It's a simple process, it's a balanced process, right? Controlled by the hormones. Now in the questions you're asking,